I once heard somebody say, whoever has the data has the power, and the data being our understanding of the natural system. We are part of that natural system, and so understanding how things fit together and how we can take care of our nest. And so I think it's critical that science gets that kind of recognition.
What I really enjoy about working on a research vessel is it's a collaborative process. Scientists come aboard and the boat crew wants to do everything that we can to help them get the data and help their project be successful, and then they also come on board and they're not snapping their fingers, wanting a cocktail, and so they're not going to hesitate to, dig in and help us do some dishes or make their beds and things like that. My name is Charlie Siebel, and I'm the first mate of the research vessel Rachel Carson. So we usually get going, pull anchor, pull away from the dock at 7 a.m. and then we'll drive out to our first station, and then we do a lot of water sampling with a device called the CTD, and so a lot of times we'll start the day off with doing a water sample, and then depending on what else they need, going from there. Sometimes we hit like 6 stations in a day, sometimes we park it in one and do multiple deployments there. Sometimes we're on the move, and sometimes we're doing bottom mapping, and so we call it mowing the lawn when we just drive back and forth mapping the bottom.
My name is Jan Newton, and I'm an oceanographer. I work at the University of Washington, the Applied Physics Lab, and I direct several programs about the ocean. So ocean observing, ocean acidification, trying to understand the nature of the ocean and getting the data in the hands of people. So ocean acidification basically is a process where we're changing the chemistry of the seawater because of the excess CO2 that is in our atmosphere. So CO2 is in the atmosphere, CO2 is also in the ocean. Chemical reactions happen that lower the pH. It also lowers the availability of carbonate ions, and so there's lots of impacts to organisms from these chemical changes. So it's a pretty complicated web. That's why getting data again and again helps us to understand, first of all, what's our status, how does it vary in different places, and what is it?
Puget Sound is a real unique body of water. There's not a whole lot of different places around the world or even US that have such a large inland body of water, yet quick access to the coast. We have different science things that are happening in Hood Canal that relate to the rest of the world but are hard to find in the US.
We're sitting here on Puget Sound, which is a mini ocean, right? So a lot of techniques have been developed here that are employed out on the open ocean. Moreover, we want to understand Puget Sound for itself. It's the most volume estuary, the highest volume estuary in all of the United States. So it's a really important ecosystem in and of itself. The Port of Seattle has been wonderful to work with. The port has a real understanding of interacting with the environment. It's not about economy or environment, it's about both of them together. There's just a real strong willingness to work, and I've always found the port being a really good partner.